Mr. Merrick's responsibilities ever deal with floor cleaning?
No.
You reviewed the tape and saw Mr. Franklin fall.
Yes.
What type of mat was in that area?
The comfort mat.
Can you describe that comfort mat to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It's a flat mat that the cashiers would stand on, also called an anti-fatigue mat. And it's just so they're standing for hours on end, just so that they can get some relief for their legs and their joints.
Are those mats capable of being rolled up?
No.
Are those mats the way they... Can you explain to us the texture of the mat?
It's like a heavy foam mat, probably about a half inch to 3/4 inch thick.
And in the photographs, it shows that there was tape on those mats. Why was the tape on the mat?
There was 2 of them that were put together because that station was a little larger than the rest of the cash station.
Do those mats lock together somehow?
Yes.
Explain to us how they lock together.
The interlocking, and it's just like a piece of a puzzle in which is going together. And it was taped over that area because it was 2 of them.
Why wouldn't the mats fit underneath the cashier station?
Because that's where the hard drive and the backup battery is located, and we also keep the extra case of the plastic bags over there, so there would be really no room for it.
Now, does the store have, how many registers does the store have?
There's 13 registers, and then there's also 2 in the service center.
The 13 registers, how many chains are out in each register? Great to ask that question. Do all the registers have chains?
No, they do not.
Which ones do?
Register 1 and 3.
You know why register 1 has a chain?
Yes.
Why is that?
We would block that aisle off with the chain and hook it to the wall that was on the other side of the cash register to prevent theft. And we would interlock it through either a shopping cart or a carry-out cart.
May we activate the elbow?
Which one?
The one all the way to the right. Yes, sir.
If you look behind you, that's claims exhibit number 5. Is that the hook that the chain would go to?
Yes.
And explain to us there would also be a cart there?
Either a shopping cart or a grocery carry-out cart.
Let me show you claims exhibit number 6. Have you ever seen the chain hooked up that way?
Never.
And you started, you worked here since the inception of the store?
Correct.
In those 18,000 hours you worked, have you ever seen the chain hooked up that way?
No, I haven't.
Has anyone higher up than you ever directed you to hook the chain up that way?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Can you explain to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury how long surveillance tapes are kept at this store?
Roughly, I believe it's about 30 days.
And why is it only 30 days?
Because then they start rewinding and start to sort of looking to start copying over.
So, Mr. Mary did not come forward for 18 months after this fall. At the 18th month, is there any way you could have went back to the tapes to see if he was there?
No.
That's because the tapes are taped over after about 30 days.
30 days, correct.
You as safety manager, are other managers supposed to report to you issues in the store?
Yes.
And were you safety manager back in 2002?
No, I wasn't.
When did you become safety manager?
I believe it was at the end of 2006, or early 2007.
So from probably the 4 years before this accident, as safety manager, did anyone report to you, for 4 years you were the safety manager, had anyone reported to you that there were problems with these anti-fatigue or comfort packs?
No, sir.
Did any cashier ever report to you they had problems with that?
No, sir.
Did any manager ever report to you they had problems with the anti-fatigue pack?
No, sir.
Now, during your bi-weekly inspections, did you inspect the front end?
Yes, sir.
And as part of the inspections of the front end, would you inspect the mats?
Yes.
And how was that inspection done?
Just walking past them and just checking to make sure that there was nothing wrong with it.
Like if they're torn or ripped
Exactly.
or worn down?
True.
Now, this particular comfort mat that was involved in this incident, can you tell the ladies and gentlemen of the jury approximately how long it was in service before this fall?
Approximately 2 years.
And would you rotate out or comfort mats after a period of time?
As needed.
Okay, and how long would a typical anti-fatigue or comfort mat last?
Depending on the use in that particular register, some registers might be used more often. You would just really have to look at the map and see if it's needed to be changed.
Would a mat that was in service, this particular mat that was in service for 2 years, did it, during your bi-weekly inspections, did it appear to be all right?
Yes.
Do you know whether or not the night crew that comes in and cleans the floors, what they do with the mats, the comfort mats?
They pick them up and put them on top of the register, clean the area where the mat was at, and then after it's all dried and everything, they put it back on the floor.
And how often does the outside crew company come in?
7 days a week.
Okay, back in 2011, they came in 7 days a week?
Correct.
And you saw an exhibit early on about it in this case regarding a warning on the conveyor belt. You remember that?
Yes.
Did the store place that warning there?
No, they did not.
Was that warning on each conveyor belt?
Yes.
Do you know who put that warning there?
That was through the manufacturer when the register got were installed and the store opened.
In reviewing this surveillance tapes, you reviewed all of them?
Yes.
At any time did you see Jerry Merrick in any of those photographs or any of those tapes?
No, I did not.
And you had worked with him for approximately 4 years?
Yes, sir.
And you saw the surveillance tape of the entry and exit of the store?
Yes, sir.
Was the store, they had some rugs up there and clothes? Can you tell us what those were for?
As it was stated in the previous witnesses, it was snowing that day, and whenever it rains outside or it's snowing, then the rugs would be put out along the floor combs, and a mop bucket would be up there to get up any water or ice that would be brought in on the customers' shoes or boots or whatever they were wearing to keep it safe.
Tell us what the utility clerk was doing up there.
Mopping the floors.
And that all met the protocol?
Yes, it did.
Were those comfort mats ever put up because there were pallet jacks that would go through that lane and destroy them?
They were inside of the register. They weren't sticking out of the register, so the pallet jack had run on the outside of the register. It really doesn't affect them.
I have no further questions.
Cross.
You were not present at the time of the fall on February the 1st, 2011, is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
You didn't come on until 3 o'clock.
Correct, sir.
Now, from what you learned, being the manager later, that was a pretty busy day, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
That's a good weather.
Correct.
And he justified that when you had a rainy or snowy day, he brought it out for people coming to the store to you soak up the water and the snow primarily.
Primarily, yes.
What kind of mats were those?
Those are rubber rugs.
Rubber back rubs?
Rubber back
rubbers?
Correct.
Comfort mat in this particular aisle where Ty Frankie didn't have rubber back.
Correct.
Why is that?
Because those were just the comfort mats that were used. They didn't have a rubber back.
In this particular aisle, it was used by customers, wasn't it?
Yes.
That area where the comfort mat was.
Correct.
You heard testimony already that said that people, because that's a quick checkout lane, a lot of people coming into the cashier's area and line up, and that there's footprints on the mats. Remember that testimony?
Correct.
So you in the store, because you're the manager, knew that people are walking on those mats. Correct?
Correct.
This was a snowy, rainy, slushy day. So did you check to see if those mats, or if you want to tell you that they checked to see if it was wet and therefore could be slippery?
On that particular day?
Yes.
I wasn't there until after 3
I
o'clock.
understand. Did you ever get a report that people were coming in and traversing that area in the cashier's space just as if it was coming in from the outside and they had perhaps snow and ice and water on the bottom of their feet that they transferred to the comfort mat?
I don't recall that.
Is that comfort mat still in existence today?
Objection. Be opposed.
Yes.